Good day, everyone. I bring you greetings from Kano, where I am. I am Father Anthony Samuel Agbovi, uh, the founder of Taifo Foundations, Tony Agbovi Impact Foundations. And I want to say thanks to all of us who, in one way or the other, were able to help us to carry out our last school outreach into the 3 villages that we went into. And as you must have seen from the page, either on Facebook or on YouTube, what we put out there as part of our report of what we did in the villages, I want to sincerely say I'm very grateful for your generosity. It was mind-blowing to see that students are happy and then the confidence that they have that they are returning back to school. From the last video you must have seen on my page, we have schools. In one of the schools, we still need to help them in trying to fix the ceilings and all that. We've never costed it because of the constraint of time that we have on those grounds. But we know that if we have sponsors and those who are ready to help, we could actually go in and take up those kind of projects too. We are limited right now trying to just see how students get materials for their lessons and classes, and also to see if we can help some students pay their tuition for either the whole year or for just a term. Um, Again, Taifo Foundation will be visiting another school, but this time around a government school, just to be able to show our solidarity to for all those who may not be in some of the private school or school run by missionaries and all that, so that they could also have an impact in their own lives too. The government cannot do everything. In one way or the other, individuals have to arise, and for the sake of the future of every child, for the sake of the destiny of a child, we all have to just in one way put our hands together and do what we need to do. There are parents that are struggling within this economic system. The time and seasons are not favorable for most parents. There is a whole lot of hiking in price of stuff and goods and materials. Inflations are high, and so in one way or the other, we are able to spare something to be able to help each other, to be able to keep building a nation where people can actually turn around and be good to each other. So there is always a saying that says, if there is food for one person, then there can be food for all. Meaning, if we just learn how to share, things can actually turn around for other people too. I just want to use this opportunity to wish you a happy new month, and also telling you that by the grace of God, your kindness will be repaid back in any way God deems fit. I believe the universe repays kindness, and I believe things will work out well for you also, who have been able to put smiles on people's face. Our account number is still there. Please, no amount is too small, no amount is too big. If we get in bigger funds, we'll be able to take on bigger projects and to help. We are intending in a few days to come or a few weeks to come, we go out for a street outreach to help kids that are on the streets. Some of them are not going to school. They've been deprived of going to school completely. And I think in our introductions of our last outreach report, you see some of those kids. So sometimes what they need for now is to be able to get them footwears, clothes, and maybe something to eat, because we don't have custody of those kids, and those that are in charge of them may not be releasing them for educational purposes. But we know that we are working towards transforming minds and helping people get back to where they need to get to. You may be wondering why occasions like this needed to rise. So we need to rise to this kind of challenges. It's for the simple reason that when you check it, some of the persons that are into sex work as sex workers, or some persons who are into criminality and all that, a lot of us will see the fact that some of them are into this because no one could stand in for them, either as father or mother or as sponsors, to be able to get a better life. So I'll be encouraging every one of us to understand that when we are generous and kind to personalities out there, we are actually saving our societies from the ills and all that happens to humans who are not able to function properly right now. Those who are into drugs, those who are being trafficked. If we have educated minds and we have people who are standing in for them, the world will still be a better place. Mind you, some people don't have parents. Their parents are dead, they are late, and so they don't have anyone standing for them. Families and friends have rejected them. Again, when you look at the situation of life, there are people whose parents are alive, but we are talking about the crisis of an absent father or the crisis of an absent mother who are there but they are not emotionally there for their kids. They are not emotionally there for their or for their youths, for their young ones. They are not financially there for them. There's no moral support, there's no encouragement. And so this is why we needed to reach out to all kinds of persons. There are people, widows and widowers, who are willing to push in their kids to have a better life. But life situations has caused them not to have these opportunities. And so this is me reaching out to you again as I wish you a happy new month, saying we'll constantly update you on what's going on. The account number is there, as I've said earlier on. But then we are asking you for more support so that we can keep pushing. We intend to visit other states, to visit other rural areas, and to not only rural areas do we have all these personalities who are deprived of a good life, we also have them in the towns and cities. So Taifo Foundation is all about reaching out to the deprived of the society, the rejected of the society, those who cannot really stand in for themselves. And we want to make Taifo Foundation, this foundation that stand in and give support to someone's life, because in turn, we believe that kindness will be carried out to other generations after we are long gone. This is a history book that we are writing for each other. I invite you to write this history with me. Let your name be part of it, both in heaven and even in the afterlife. Thank you very much. I am Reverend Father Anthony Samuel Agbovi, wishing you a happy new month. And thanks to all the team whose hands have been on deck to see that we keep pushing and we keep moving forward. Thank you very much and have a blessed month.